In July of 2017, a couple, Mark and Jenna Thompson, were on a road trip across the United States, celebrating their wedding anniversary. They were driving through Nevada, heading toward Yosemite National Park, when the GPS suddenly stopped working on a long, empty highway. There was no cell signal, no other cars, just a narrow road winding through dry mountains under a fading sunset. As night fell, they came across a worn, dusty sign that barely stood upright. It read, "Last exit to New Waverly to 2 miles." They had never heard of the town before, but with no other options, they turned off the highway. The road led them to a small, forgotten village. Dirt streets, flickering streetlights, wooden buildings that looked like they hadn't been touched in decades. There was an old gas station, a church on a hill, and a faded motel sign that read Waverly Inn. The neon buzzed weakly in the dark. They rang the bell at the front desk, and an old man slowly emerged from the back. His eyes were sunken, and his skin had a strange gray tone. Without saying a word, he handed them a room key and disappeared down the hall. The room smelled of mold. The wallpaper peeled in long strips, and the television only showed static. Still, exhausted from the drive, they decided to sleep around midnight. Jenna woke up. She heard footsteps outside the door, slow and deliberate, and whispers, soft and dry, like leaves. When she looked through the dusty window, she saw dozens of people standing silently in the street, all of them staring directly at their room, motionless, expressionless, unblinking. She shook Mark awake, terrified. But when he looked, the street was empty. The next morning, they packed their bags and rushed to leave. But when they tried to drive out, the road they came in on was gone. It just ended in a wall of dry brush and rock. The GPS now displayed nothing but a gray void. They went to the gas station, but the man behind the counter just stared at Jenna and said, "She wasn't supposed to come here." There's no leaving now. As time passed, the town seemed to distort. Hours felt like days. People stared at them through curtains, but said nothing. On the third day, Jenna disappeared. Mark woke up and she was gone. No clothes, no phone, no trace, as if she had never existed. In a panic, he searched every inch of the town, screamed her name, pounded on doors. Eventually, he walked into the old church. Inside, there were dozens of framed photographs lining the walls, yellowed, cracked, ancient. One of them stopped him cold. It was Jenna, wearing the exact outfit from the day before, smiling. Underneath, a plaque read, "Jenna Thompson, 1923. Mark tried to run, but the streets looped back into themselves. Buildings disappeared. The sky darkened. His screams echoed and vanished. And then, nothing. Weeks later, a group of truckers found a man wandering alone on a desert road, sunburned, dehydrated, and muttering the same thing over and over. She wasn't supposed to be here. She wasn't supposed to be here. Authorities searched the entire region. No town called New Waverly was ever recorded. No motel, no photos. No Jenna. They found the couple's car abandoned near the original highway, covered in desert dust. On the passenger seat was a single Polaroid. It showed Jenna standing in front of the Waverly Inn, smiling. On the back, written in a childlike handwriting, "She's home now."